Today is Wednesday, January 5th, and it's a little after 12 o'clock Eastern Time. This is the daily chart for the Micro-Ethereum futures contract for the month of January. Ticker symbol is /METF22, and as of the time of this recording, price is trading at $3,798. And so far into today's trading session, price is down $26.50. Now, this is a new product that was added to the futures market. So there's no prior history earlier to December 6th, right? So I can scroll right, but I can't scroll left because that's when this product started trading. Now, there is another Ethereum contract, which is the full contract, and it's right here. The symbol is /ETH for Ethereum futures. And the tick size is 0.5. So every 0.5 move up or down, it's $25 win or loss, right? So I'm not trading that one. This one has a longer history that dates back to about a year, approximately. However, this is the product I'm looking at. /MET is the base symbol. And the tick size is the same. It's 0.5. But I don't know why it's missing here. But the tick value it's a nickel. It's 0.05. So because this is a new product, I thought I would take I'll give it a shot. And I've traded this once already, I think since Monday. So what I did was, after I identified this local support resistance of 38.50, what I did was I toggled into the 4-hour time frame. And we can see that price has been getting rejected as price approached this level. Here, price did get above it, but eventually came right back down. And at the same time, there appears to be this wedge forming, right? So as price gets narrower towards this apex, one of three things can happen. One, it could break out towards the upside. Two, price could consolidate further and just range sideways. Or three, it gets, pushed towards the downside. So because of this wedge pattern and the strength of this resistance level, I'm anticipating a move is going to be towards the downside. And if I show trades, I don't know why it's not showing, but if I go down to the 1 hour, so with this wedge forming, here was my first trade. This was back on January 2nd, Sunday evening. So because I was anticipating a move towards the downside, I shorted here. Price retested the resistance level and then came rocketing right down and tested the blue diagonal support level. And then when it got rejected, I closed out the trade, right? So I bought that one contract back, and then a second retest subsequent to my entry, and then price retested the resistance level here. So when this candlestick was forming, it had such a strong push towards the downside. It looked like it was going to punch right through, but then it just bottomed out right here. And because of this long down candlestick, I kind of FOMO'd in because I thought this was the break that I was looking for, right? But obviously, the moment I shorted the position, it rockets right back up in the following hour. And pretty much it's gone sideways since then. So, so price is still heading this direction, but I'm anticipating, because there isn't that much time remaining. I think that break is going to happen sometime in the next 6 hours, maybe. So from this candlestick, or this current candlestick right now, to the apex, that's 1 day and 14 hours. So half the time, right? So maybe sometime in the next 15 hours, we'll see a break. So 15 hours, So sometime within this time frame. So sometime within this time frame, I'm anticipating a break is going to occur towards the downside. If price retests this again and it fails, I may add another or a third contract, because here when I shorted 2 contracts, whereas my earlier trade I only shorted 1 contract. So and if I open up Active Trader, see I shorted 2 contracts. Here's my entry price, which is pretty much consistent with where I have the white horizontal line. And right now the trade is down $4.50. So yeah, so what I'll do is I'll place an alarm here just to notify me that price is going against me, and to consider adding a third contract. And I'll create another alarm up here in case price does break through. But anyway, that's the rationale for my entry and the status of this trade. As the trade develops, I'll do another update. So until the next update, I'll be back hopefully in a few hours, and the break did happen. So I'll see you. So it's been a few hours. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the break towards the downside has occurred. Happened sooner than I thought. So right now price is trading at $3,572. So it's I was fortunate to capture this trade, and if I click on the trade tab, the trade is now up $40.75. So as I mentioned, I have 2 contracts here, and yeah, and so had I traded the initial full-size contract, so under the futures, just to go back, if I had traded this full contract where each tick is $25, this move down by itself from my entry to where price is, this is almost a $9,000 trade. This would have been a $9,000 profit. So, oh well, something to think about going into the next Ethereum trade. But again, this was a new product. I wanted to, give it a try. Working slowly, and then once the comfort level was there, start trading the full-size contract. So just to recap how it's calculated. So my entry was $3,775.75, right? And the current price is $3,574. So if I subtract that, 3,570 and a half. So the spread is 205. If I divide that by 5 ticks, because that's the tick size, that's 41.05 ticks times 25. Had I traded the full-size contract, that would have been over $1,000 trade. Yeah. So in any case, that's the status of the trade, and what I'll do is I'll pick it up in a few hours. Hopefully the trend will continue, and what I'll do is I'll reassess this, but the next local support resistance level I identified is 3,550.35. So considering that there isn't that much room, so I'll be watching this for a potential bounce. I'm not saying that the bounce will occur and then retest 3850. So that's the 4 o'clock bell. The market's now closed. The stock market's not closed, but the futures market will remain open. The futures market will continue trading 24 hours up until Friday evening. So this was a contract to buy a position, but unfortunately I didn't get filled. So here I'll just monitor this trade, and I probably won't close it out if I see a bounce. I don't think it's going to bounce straight up. I think it's going to consolidate, make multiple retests of 35.50. It might pierce below it. I don't think it'll go too far down after that. So this might be a consolidation period. What I'll do is I'll just monitor it at that point. So I'll give it another few hours and then I'll come back with another update. So it's been a few hours and it's currently a little after 9 p.m. Eastern time, and Ethereum is still pulling back, not as much as what it did this afternoon. So this is the current 4-hour candlestick right now, and there's this is the last hour before this candlestick closes, and a new candlestick will start forming. But the status is that right now is that I did identify this level right here of 35.50 as the local support resistance level, and right here within it or close to it, I've captured this as a 3x times reward. So my stop was right here at 38.50. My entry is 37.75. So from 3775 all the way down to this support level, that's a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So if I was to have closed this trade out right here, I would have made 3 times my profit. So as I mentioned, if price continues falling, I was going to start walking down my take profit. So right here at 34.76.5. This is approximately 4 times reward, and 3,400 is my 5x or 5 times risk to reward. And right here, these 2 green buttons or labels, this is my OCO order, which is one cancels other. So what it essentially is that these are 2 independent two orders consolidated into one order. So right here, if you can see, there's a chain link that just shows that this is a combined order. So this way, during the overnight session while I'm sleeping, if price comes all the way down and triggers 3,400, it's going to close out the trade and cancel out this stop, right? So, and the same thing, let's say I'm sleeping and price reverses, it'll close out the trade here and then cancel out this take profit. So if this was 2 independent orders, what would have happened is if price came all the way down here, it would have closed out this order, and this would still be an active order. So this way, if price happens to bounce and hits this order, it's going to add 2 more, right? Because the order is to buy. So that's why I didn't put 2 independent orders. This is an OCO order. It's one cancels other. It's a simultaneous order. So anyway, these are my levels. And if price does continue falling, the next support level I have is 32.52. Now, in the event that that does happen tomorrow or sometime later this week, well, hopefully before Friday, because Friday the trading is going to stop for the futures contract. So I would like to close this out before that happens, because even though Ethereum is going to keep trading 24 hours into the weekend, the last thing I want to do is leave the trade open and then volatility picks up over the weekend and then quickly reverses on me. I won't be able to exit the trade until Sunday evening. So I just want to avoid that volatility, and if I'm still profitable at that point, just to close it out by Friday afternoon. And And one last thing, my math was incorrect. So my entry, just to go through this again, my entry was 37,775.75, right? And had I, let's say, closed the trade out at this low, or even at this support level, which is, what was it? 35.50, right? So if this was my short, and let's say I had closed it at 35.50, let's say 75, that would have been 225 ticks, right? But the tick size is 5, and so that was 450. Had I used, or had I traded the full contract with the $25, right? So if I multiply this by 25, that would have been an $11,000 trade. Had I opted to trade the full size contract and not the mini or the micro. So I was just putting it out there. So this could have been an $11,000 trade in 4 hours right here had I traded the E/ETH contract, not the /MET contract. But any case, yeah. So here are my levels. So I'll just pause it for now, and hopefully I'll still be in the trade during the overnight session. I'll wake up tomorrow and price is down here. So that's why I'll be able to move my my take profit down maybe to 6x. So yeah, I'll just pick it up tomorrow morning, and then I'll pause it for now, and I'll be back. Today is Thursday, January 6th, and it's 8:47 in the morning. So I just woke up a little while ago, and I can see that I got stopped out. So I am out of the trade, of the Ethereum trade. It looks like I got closed out sometime last night, and priced at a low of 3,288, and has since, for the past 4 hours, been working towards the upside. So the closeout, if I toggle down to the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour time frame, it hit my 5x level take profit at around 11 o'clock last night. So from my entry at 37.75, I closed it out at 3,400, and this was approximately a $75 win. So a 5x reward at the mini contracts generated $75. I had gone over what would have been if I had used the full size contract at $25. That would have been over, a $10,000 trade. I think this something down here would have been at least, I don't know, 15,000. But that's something I need to consider in the future. But again, this is a new product. I wanted to test drive, air quotes. But I'm glad that I was able to capture the breakdown. This is what my initial purpose was, or initial intent. The dollar amount wasn't so much of a priority, but capturing the breakdown, the initial breakdown, was the priority for me. So it's still a win in my book, and I'll end it here. So until the next setup, I will end it here, and I'll see you.